Hi, I'm Brittany Daly. I'm a teammate of the Averett University volleyball team, and me and 22 other members of our Averett volleyball family got to go on a trip to Costa Rica January 2014. Initially, we hit a lot of obstacles along the way, but once we made it there, it was truly an experience of a lifetime. It started off with a van ride from Danville to Raleigh-Durham Airport for our scheduled early afternoon flight. When we checked in and arrived at our gate, we realized the first leg of our flight was delayed going to Newark and then to Costa Rica. So we waited and waited until we realized we weren't going to make it to our next flight. We were supposed to leave this afternoon. Our flights got shuffled around a little bit and we're stuck here for the evening. We'll be leaving tomorrow morning in a couple of trips trying to get our way down to Costa Rica. We spent the night in the airport baggage claim, but we made the best of the situation. We hung out, ordered pizza, played some games, and entertained ourselves, and even got a little sleep before our flights the next morning. To get to Costa Rica, we had to break our group into 3 parts. One group of 3 left at 6:55 a.m. on a plane to Miami to catch a flight to Costa Rica. Minutes later, I was with a group of 12 that flew to Charlotte to catch a connecting flight to Costa Rica. Another group of 7 had to wait until close to lunchtime to catch a plane to Dallas and then to Costa Rica. The first 2 groups arrived just after lunchtime in San Jose, Costa Rica, to much warmer weather. Well, we finally made it to Costa Rica. We have 2 of our 3 groups. We're waiting on our 3rd one with about 7 girls. They're flying in later tonight. Right now we're at Studio Hotel. We're about to get showers and go out to eat and walk around San Jose a little bit, do some shopping, and wait for our team to get in later tonight. While the rest of our group was on the way, we got to see a little bit of the heart of San Jose and stopped to eat at a restaurant and get our first taste of the local cuisine. Later that night, the final 7 members of our group arrived, so our amazing week could officially begin. After some much-needed sleep, we began our first full day in Costa Rica with a drive up to the Pura Volcano National Park. We're here at the Pura Volcano, so let's go check it out. When we reached the crater viewing area, we were extremely lucky to have a clear day. Most days, clouds prohibit visitors from seeing the crater. After seeing the Pura volcano, we began our long bus ride back to the Pacific coast of Dominical, where we were spending the rest of our week. Along the way, we stopped at a few roadside shops to try local fruits, eat lunch, and shop for souvenirs. We also got to see crocodiles along a river. Man, were some of them huge. Eventually, we made it to Villa Rio Mar, our hotel in Dominical, where we just relaxed and spent the rest of the evening. To start our first full day in Dominical, we made an hour drive to go whitewater rafting. We split up into 5 rafts, each with a guide, and we made our way down the river with Class 2 and Class 3 rapids. Halfway down the river, we stopped and got to go swimming at a waterfall. Our rafting guides prepared us a fresh lunch, which was delicious. We got back into our rafts, and before we knew it, the excursion was over. That evening, we went down to the beach for a few minutes to experience the Pacific sunset and then headed back to the hotel for dinner. We got up and made the short drive to go ziplining and see some wildlife.
We're in the jungle right now. We've seen a few animals along the way, sloths, monkeys, and a couple of toucans, and now we're getting ready to do the zip lining course.
Open your eyes!
After a quick lunch, we headed to our first exhibition game, which was about an hour away against Perez Zeledon. After splitting the first two sets, we went on to win 3-1 and also won an additional set. So what better way to celebrate the victory than a little singing on the bus ride back to the hotel? Our last full day in Dominical was a free day. Many of us spent the entire day at the beach or shopping for souvenirs from street merchants along the beach area. After a busy week of being on the go, it was nice to just relax, catch some sun, play in the ocean, and enjoy the sunset. We packed up early Sunday morning to head back to San Jose for our final day in Costa Rica. Following a 3-hour bus ride, we arrived back at our hotel in San Jose and got ready to play our final game of the trip. We took on Volleyball Gogochia, a local club team that featured several national team players. We jumped out at a 2-0 lead, but ended up falling 3-2. We headed back to the hotel for our farewell dinner before having to leave early the next morning. We're here in San Jose in the airport, getting ready to take off for our first flight of the day, headed back to the U.S. The week was a lot of fun. A lot of us had a lot of firsts. Most of our team had never been on a plane before. The whitewater rafting was a lot of fun. The zip lining. A lot of our girls were scared of heights, so it was definitely an adventure. All around the week was really great, and I'm glad that we all got to enjoy it together.
My favorite part of the trip was zip lining.
My favorite part was watching the sunset on the beach.
Meeting Lucy and dance and my friends there.
One of my favorite things about this trip was watching the sunset on the beach.
Whitewater rafting and zip lining.
I remember the sunset.
I remember zip lining.
I'll remember everything.
Getting burned on the beach.